Imagine a single digital file that has the power to either save or shatter the economy of an entire nation. It is 11:40 at night, and your world consists of a tedious spreadsheet about soybeans. You are tracking harvest yields and rainfall correlations for a firm where the executives do not even know your name. At 26 years old, you are considered a high performer only because you work until midnight without a single word of complaint. Then your phone vibrates, showing an unrecognized number that changes everything. The voice on the line belongs to a managing director at a major ratings agency, and she has an urgent problem. One of her senior analysts has been suspended, and they are only 48 hours away from publishing a critical credit report on a nation of 90 million people. She has seen your research on market dynamics and believes your models are superior to anything her own team has produced. She asks if you can be at their Midtown office by 7 tomorrow morning, and you agree before she can even finish the sentence. You close the soybean file without saving it, walking away from that life forever. The conference room at your new office has no windows, but it has something much more intoxicating. A sovereign debt model with your name on it. You are surrounded by associates younger than you, staring at a file for the Republic of Valderra that is 2 inches thick. Valderra is sitting on $38 billion in external debt, all of which needs to be refinanced within 18 months. The current draft rates them at BB-, but dropping them just one notch to B+ would change the world. The director explains that if that rating drops, 17 major institutional investors will be forced to liquidate their positions immediately. You spend 31 straight hours buried in that model without sleep or a break. You discover 3 massive inconsistencies in the debt analysis that are far from minor errors. As you correct them, the model shifts away from the original safety net, landing squarely on a B+ rating. You stare at that result for 11 minutes in total silence, then you hit send. The report goes live at 9 in the morning and the world reacts instantly. By 11, the bond yields have surged by 90 basis points because of the numbers you calculated. The finance minister of that country goes on TV to call your work political, but you know the truth, math has no politics. A news story breaks suggesting you were the one who had the nerve to pull the trigger on the downgrade. You do not feel guilt, and you do not feel pride. You feel a new kind of power that you cannot yet name. Soon after, you are offered a permanent role with a salary 2.5 times higher than your previous firm paid. You sign the contract without a second thought because there is nothing left to negotiate. 18 months pass, and you are no longer the person who worked on soybean spreadsheets. You now oversee 11 different countries, and your reports move billions of dollars in real time. Before we continue with how this level of influence can lead to a moral crossroads, make sure to join our community at Billy Finance for more deep dives into the hidden world of high finance. Now you start to notice that the rules of the industry are not walls, but rather terrain to be navigated. You discover a $4.2 million advisory contract between a client nation and your firm's consulting branch. Despite the supposed firewalls, you realize that the boundaries between objective ratings and corporate profit are thinner than they appear. You are promoted to senior director, managing a team of 9 analysts who cover 43 different governments. You are no longer building the models yourself. You are making the high-level decisions that shape them. You control the assessment of over $2.1 trillion in outstanding debt. At a global forum in Vienna, deputy ministers pull you aside to tell you how your outlooks are causing political instability. You smile and offer a polite bureaucratic response, knowing you are both playing a high-stakes game. Now, you face a country on the brink of a debt breach where a simple upgrade could save them $286 million a year. The average monthly wage in that country is only $340, but the math does not care about human stories. Your model says they do not deserve the upgrade, but the pressure from your superiors is starting to feel like a shift in the weather. It simply reveals the path of least resistance. You recognize how pressure works at this extreme level. It never forces your hand. Instead, it makes a single direction feel completely inevitable. It is 11:40 at night. You find yourself back at your desk. Everything looks the same as when you started, yet everything has changed. The financial model remains open. That reserve data is still glowing red with flags. You have not touched it yet. You are not even sure if you will. The preliminary report is due in 10 days. 6 weeks of intense labor stand between you and a definitive answer. You feel the weight of both. You are now 34 years old. 8 years ago, you were staring at a spreadsheet about soybeans at midnight. You are no longer that person who would close a file without saving it. You know this for a fact. You are not entirely sure who you have become anymore. All you know is that you are the person this chair was designed for. The chair does not care about your identity. It only cares that a body is occupying it. Tonight, that body belongs to you. The market opens in 7 hours. An entire government is already waiting for a number you have not yet finalized. Another nation, another 90 million people, another cost of survival that hangs on the value you choose to assign. You have never been more confident in your technical analysis. Every single assumption is documented. Every input is clean. Yet you have never felt less sure of yourself as a human being. These two realities sit side by side without ever merging. You are powerful, but you are not safe. Those two truths have never felt further apart than they do tonight. You are influential, but you are also replaceable. Somewhere in this very building, a new analyst is being groomed to do exactly what you do. You are wealthy, but you are not free. Every dollar you own claims a piece of your soul in return. That is the silent agreement you signed. You reach forward. You save the file. You do not change a single thing inside it. Not tonight. You do not close the laptop. The screen stays bright. The model remains visible. You leave it right there. Tomorrow, the model will still say exactly what it says now. That part is not the issue. That part has never been the issue. The real challenge is deciding what to do with that information. That responsibility belongs to you alone. It always has. Power in the world of finance is never permanent. It is just a position you hold until someone else plays the game better. You understand this now. The market opens tomorrow. Somewhere else, a new crisis is already forming. Another operator is waiting for their moment to rise. The game continues. Thank you for watching this story to the end. Make sure to subscribe to Billy Finance so you never miss an update on the world of high stakes. I will see you in the next one. Please leave a comment below and tell me what you think about the price of power.